Hey, just listen. I need 2 things done before I get there. In addition to the fire, set up the bulbs. Yeah, we need to see faces. It's important. And put 2 guys on the exit. We want to be able to get out of there tonight. It's going to be, well, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. All right, I'll be there in a little while. But think about it. With school teachers, they only take credit for like the students that do so well and that achieve great things in the world, right? But the loser students that, you know, they didn't do that good in life. They don't go on to do anything. They never take credit for that, you know? Why is that? Why is that they just take credit for the good but not the bad? Like, don't teachers realize that they molded the bad kids just as much as they molded the smart kids? And some kids go on to do great things, and some kids, they go on to be like, you know, like me. One time I was with this girl, right? She's going down, giving me head. And I'm leaning back and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. Nothing's happening. So I look down and she's like this. Like she's looking at my fucking dick. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, you know? And she's like, there's a hair on it. I'm like, there's a fucking hair on my fucking dick. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. I said, well, look a little north and you'll see like there's lots of hairs on it. No, this one looks fucking different. This hair looks fucking different. I was like, what do you fucking say at a moment like that? It's like you're going out with fucking crime scene investigator looking at your fucking dick. I'm going limp. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Another time, I'm with this girl. She had to have a head like fucking tremendous. Like a lollipop. I mean, it was really fucking big, you know? So I'm in the back, and she's giving me a head, this and that. I made the mistake of looking down. I went like this, I looked, right? What I saw, I can only describe as imagine feeding a water buffalo a French fry. That's what it looked like, you know? It was frightening. You know, it's the kind of thing that gives you fucking chills. But you realize you could just like snip it off with one little fucking nibble, you know? And just take a Johnson right off. So that's what life is. It's like just made up of tons and tons and tons of experiences. Things we pick up over the years. You know, some good, some bad. And, you know, sometimes you hear about killers and serial killers, and when you hear about their life, it's like they had the worst upbringing, you know, horrible family that abused them and beat them up and stuff like that. Well, me, it was the opposite. I had a really good family. Everything at home was good. It was like the nest, you know? Good food, TV, they take you on vacations, do things with you. And then you go out into the world, you go to school and you're surrounded by total fucking dicks. Every fucking kid is like a douche. Well, again, I shouldn't say that. You meet a couple that are cool along the way. But every teacher's a fucking piece of shit douche. You hate them. They lord over you. They're yelling and screaming. It's like a stranger yelling and screaming at you, like this fucking authority figure. I went to Catholic school and I got hit. I seen a lot of kids get beaten up. Some kids were so scared they actually peed their fucking pants in school. So again, when these teachers take credit for the great students that go on to be lawyers and athletes and doctors, professionals, they have to take credit for fucking the ones like me. Don't just take the credit for the fucking, you know, the great kids. It's your fault that I'm this way too. Because you mold all these fucking minds, you know. Not just fucking some, you mold them all. All your good qualities were learned at home. Manners, how to converse, clean your room, chores. A sampling of, I guess, what life has in store for us, right? Then we go out into the world and we learn how to be mean, right? Run with a pack, steal, lie. Drugs, of course, sex. It's all over from there. Once you taste such fruit, there's no turning back. And it's not even a feeling of remorse or anything you feel. I get the adrenaline rush, not from the kill. I get it from after the kill, when you tell yourself, People are looking for this person, okay? People want to know what happened to this person. And then they find the body, and it's on the news, the television. You hear your neighbors talking about it. That's the fucking rush for me. You know? It's not... No pleasure in killing them. There's no pleasure in that. There's really none at all. All the pleasure comes from being hunted and that kind of thing. And that's the thing, too. I think everybody can agree with me. Okay, you're in your home when you start your life, and everything's great. You love your family, this and that. They love you, right? Then you go to school. Who are you surrounded by? More good people or more assholes? Definitely more assholes. You go to work, your first fucking job. Who are you surrounded by? Good fucking co-workers, nice guys, or fucking assholes? Everywhere you go, on the train, on the bus, to the supermarket, who do you run into? Are they good fucking people, or are they total fucking assholes? So, you know, killing random people, that's like fucked up. But you have to think of it this way, that if 99% of fucking people are assholes, then chances are you're killing a fucking asshole. I remember too, once in school, I was so depressed, you know? I really felt like a piece of shit. And it was pouring rain. And in my school, we had to walk from like building to building. And I sat down on a staircase that was in between the buildings, totally getting soaking wet, you know? So depressed and miserable, probably thinking of suicide, and something happened that really changed me. Other kids were running from class to class, you know? You know, you got 4 minutes, you better not be late or you're gonna get in trouble, right? And every single kid that ran past, without exception, every single one of them yelled out something like, douchebag, you fucking dick. Don't you see it's raining? Like, how fucking retarded are you, you know? And I sat there listening to this. And little by little, I felt better. I felt better because I said to myself, I would never do something like that. You see a kid that's obviously depressed or there's something wrong here, sitting in the rain, miserable, and, you know, I'm sure my face reflected my feelings too, you know? And that's what they do. That's what these fucking assholes do, you know? One time I had this job, just to show you an example of a total fucking asshole. A stupid fucking job where I'm pushing a mop for a living, right? That's what I do. I'm pushing a fucking mop. I had the kind of boss that you can look right at him and you can say fucking hello, and he just look at you with this face like, how dare you say hello to me, you fucking peasant, retard, fat asshole, you know? And he'll keep walking. You know, that's the kind of boss. But every fucking day I saw him, I would say hello anyway. But it was almost like me saying, and he probably knew it too, like, fuck you. I'm saying hello to you, even though you're not saying it back ever. But one time, listen to what a fool he made of himself. If there's an emergency, they would beat me. I'd stop everything I'm fucking doing, and I'd fucking go take care of the emergency, right? So one day, it's like 3 o'clock, I just got there. 10 after 3, my beeper goes off. Yep, I call him up. Problem in one of the rooms. Let's say it was 710, the room, whatever. I run right up, took care of the problem. The old lady's bed was fucking stuck or something. Okay, I'm right back downstairs like fucking 5 minutes later. I go up to that same floor. It had to be like 4 fucking hours later. I'm on the same fucking floor. And that douchebag boss is sitting behind one of the desks there. I said hello again. Went about my business, I'm cleaning, and he's staring at me. I noticed he's looking at me, you know? So fucking, I'm walking out after I'm done. I said, can I help you with something? You know, I had a weird feeling. All of a sudden, the fucking supervisor comes walking through the door. This douchebag actually called the supervisor on me, okay? So now, and this is the same supervisor that beeped me earlier that I took care of the problem. But he didn't even tell him what was going on either. So supervisor's coming towards me. Now this fucking douchebag stands up. A woman called complaining hours ago about her bed was broken, this and that. And me and the guy look at each other, you know? I said, yeah, I took care of that hours ago. I said, the supervisor, he beat me, and we have a system by which when he beeps me, I take care of the problem right away. He goes, follow me, follow me. So we both go, we follow him to the room. Old lady's sitting there. He goes, ma'am, is there anything wrong with your bed? Anything wrong with your bed? No, he fixed. It's good. Okay, we walk out. Oh, I thought maybe, I heard the call come over the radio, and I thought you guys didn't take care of it yet. And I said, oh, no problem. I said, we got a system. You know, we take care of things. You know, we're right on top of these. These are, whenever a beep comes in, that's an emergency. We go right to it, you know? But that fucking faggot-ass prick bitch, instead of, you know, right away confronting me, asking me if I took care of the problem, he sat there for hours and hours and hours, getting madder and madder and madder. And now a situation, now that he looks like a fucking total idiot, okay, now he's mad at me. Somehow I'm the bad guy, and what did I really fucking do? Absolutely nothing. He beat me, took care of the situation immediately. He made a bad call, thinking I was lax in my duties or some shit, but now he's mad at me. See, that's when you know your job is near the end. When you start fighting with supervisors, you start fighting with the bosses, you know? And when he walked away, too, you know, he went this way, we went this way. He says, you know what just happened? I said, come on. I said, that was fucking unbelievable. That was fucking unfucking believable. But that's our jobs are. You see, but the thing a douchey boss has in common with most of your friends you have in real life is that they're useless, they're gonna backstab you in the end, they don't give a fuck about you for real, okay? Think about all of you, think back on your lives, how many groups, different groups of friends you hung out with, okay? When you're in grammar school, you got these friends, the friends on your block, you start hanging out here, you meet other people. Where the fuck are they? Where are they now? You don't see them no more. Why is that? Because they backstabbed you, or you lost that fucking job, or you don't go there no more, so the friendship was so fucking weak that you don't see each other no more. It's like, that's how important you were to each other. You just don't see each other no more. You don't give a fuck. So it's like when you're hanging out with each other, you got to say to yourself, why are we together? They don't give a fuck about you. It's like this boss at the job. You try to be nice, and you work together, and you know, common goals, do a good job in this fucking place. They're out to fucking get you and hurt you. They don't give a fuck about you. Like I say, people like feeling better than you. They don't like it when you're doing better, or in some way you're better than them, or they perceive you as being better or smarter. They don't like fucking that. Sometimes, very rarely, you meet somebody really special. Somebody that's down with you. Somebody you don't have to put on a facade with. And it's not even somebody that you're like sleeping with or anything necessarily. You know. Once in a while we find each other. You know, we find each other. And we become something different. Not family, not friends. There's not even a word for what we have become. But one person in particular, let me tell you about that one. Hey, come on, get in. What's your name? What's your name, honey?
Anna.
Come on, Anna. You okay, Anna?
You care? What do you want me to do?
Well, right now I just want to talk. I want to know if you're okay, you know? Can I just ask you a simple question? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What kind of sex do you want?
Listen, I really don't want sex right now. All I want to do is talk to you. Take this for now, and we'll just talk. So what's the matter? Like, you having a rough day or something?
Yes, rough.
So what do you mean rough? Just tell me about your life. What's going on?
Why are you asking me this stuff? What does it matter to you?
Hey, I just want to know where you're coming from. I don't mean you any harm whatsoever, you know?
Well, I lost my boyfriend, my job, and my house. I have no friends, no family, and
No, actually, I'm not happy at all. That's a sad story right there. You know. Okay, Anna, I'm going to ask you something now. You got to be really honest with me. It's very important to me. Do you do drugs? And if so,
no drugs. Please don't offer me any.
You know, that I'm very happy to hear, Anna. I'm very happy to hear you don't do no drugs. I myself, I smoke pot every now and then. You know, that's about it.
We tried that once when I was 16. It made us laugh, I remember.
Yeah, it'll make you laugh, that's for sure. I'll give you the munchies. So not since then? You haven't touched it since, you know, you were 16?
Well, my mom died the day after I turned 17, so I guess I didn't really feel like laughing anymore.
Wow, that sucks. You know, I'm lucky enough I had both of my parents till I was in my late 40s, so I really can't imagine how you feel at all. So Anna, you hungry by any chance?
I'm starved.
Okay, I tell you what, you pick it, any drive-through. It's your choice.
Tacos?
Tacos it is. Anna, we're gonna get the tacos, then we're gonna continue our talk. Would that be all right with you?
Thank you. That was great.
Good, I'm glad it filled you up. It's all set. I called my friend. He got a place for you to stay. You know, it's not the most fancy thing in the world, but it's okay for now, you know?
Is this guy cool? I mean, it's safe and everything, right?
Yeah, I know this guy a long freaking time. He's like really, really cool. You know, a friend of mine is a friend of his, you know?
So, why are you doing this all for me?
Hey, listen, we both developed a hatred for humanity. A humanity that kicks you when you're fucking down, right? People will help you. Yeah, they'll help you. You gotta suck their fucking balls, right? Let them fuck you. You're worth more than that, Anna. More than a blowjob, more than a piece of ass. You, right now, are walking the fine line between suicide and homicide, and that's rock fucking bottom, all right? But instead of crashing and burning when you hit, you're going to bounce back, and I'm going to fucking help you. Okay? We talked a little bit about my business. You didn't even blink a fucking eye. That means you're right for it. Okay? You understand exactly where I'm coming from. Let's go. He's waiting on us. So no matter what you do in life, okay, don't settle for less, okay? Love your family because they love you, and that's very important. And you're always going to be on a certain level with them. You see, how could I put this? I'd chop off my own fucking hand before I'd raise it to my father. That type thing. I'd kill myself before I hurt somebody in my fucking family. So there is that obviously special fucking bond you have. But friends come and go. Surround yourself with the best fucking quality people you fucking can. And just, you know, take it day by day, but you have to know eventually they're probably gonna fuck you. That's just the way it is. And the same with a fucking job. Since I've been working for myself, I feel so much fucking better. It's the first job I've ever had that you actually feel good going to fucking work. You know, even if I'm not selling a home, I like just walking around inside them, you know? Something exciting about it. Big empty rooms, you know, with all the potential in the world to be decorated beautifully, and big, special rooms just waiting to be loved, you know? So you see, that's the difference, where when you have a job that sucks and you hate getting the fuck up, you hate going there every day, there is no wonder. You don't have to wonder what's going to happen today. How's this day going to unfurl? Because you know already it's going to fucking suck. You're going to want to kill everybody around you. You don't want to fucking be there, okay? If you get 10 sick days, you're going to use 10 fucking sick days. That's how much you hate this fucking job. You wish you can just get the fuck out of there. There's no wonder. But when you have a job you like, something you enjoy doing, it's more wondrous. It's like, what's going to happen today? Who am I going to meet? Wow, this might be a fun adventure. I can go here, I can go there. It's just, the quality of life is so much fucking better. Now, speaking of wonder, I always wondered something. You look at porn movies, there's so many categories of porn. I mean, every fucking genre you can think of, you know, subcategories and all these crazy fetishes and all this shit. The one thing you don't see, and I wonder why, you don't see big fat guys getting titty fucked. Now, I'm not saying I want to see big fat guys getting titty fucked, but I really did research on this. And you might get some she-male porn, but I mean, like, no, big fat guys like me. You don't see big fat guys like me, big bears getting titty fucked. And I'm wondering why. It's like, how come they don't make movies like that? I think people would watch them. I think it would be funny. Now I'm going to say something that I don't care how homosexual it sounds, but I hate watching porno movies that feature guys with little fucking dicks. Okay? It's like the girl's walking around, dancing, you know, showing her tits. You're going with the fast forward. You know, it's stopping here, stopping there. Here comes the fucking guy. All right, you stop it. He drops his drawers. He got a little fucking dick. It's like, I don't know. Something about it's fucking annoying. It's like, why do you choose this fucking line of work? Like, I don't know. Maybe porn guys should just all have big dicks or something. I don't know. How did he have the confidence, that little dick guy, to make porno movies? Or he just knew the producer or something? See, that's what it goes back to. The right man for the fucking job. Is he the right man for this fucking porno movie? I don't think so. They couldn't find somebody else with like a bigger dick. I mean, in all honesty, some cops got their thumbs up their fucking ass, and like maybe 1 in 10 is fucking smart and uses their fucking brains to solve a case. Most people are caught because they get ratted out and, you know, video cameras and stuff like that. Most detectives and cops, they're like just total useless douchebags. So it's like we talked about the boss. Was he the right man for the job? No, he's a fucking douche. This fucking porno guy with the little dick, is he the right man for the job? No, that's not really a selling point. Nobody wants to see little dick porn, okay? So it's just the right man for the fucking job. Now, every now and then, though, you do come across a clever cop, you see? This is the cop that's fucking something in his eye. He has like a, I don't know, he can think, he can like process, and like he has gut feelings, and he could take one look at you and know you're no good. Even though they have no evidence on you, he could just look at you, you know? So the first time I ran into this one, I knew, I knew it was going to make trouble. We'll put it that way.
Well, Mr. Stone, I'm Detective Parker. This is Detective Coburn. I appreciate you coming by talking to us.
Nah, no problem. Sounds interesting.
Yeah. The thing is, we're investigating a series of homicides. Not saying you know anything about it, but you never know. I mean, I won't know till I ask you some questions. That's okay, right?
I guess so. You can ask me anything you have to.
Yeah. Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan. It's a combination of Jonathan and Donovan.
That's a pretty interesting name here. Don't hear that very often. So let's see here. Says you're into real estate. How long have you been doing that for?
Oh, about 20-something years now. You could use some help in getting an interview room. This is kind of like a broom closet.
I see what you mean, but it'll do for now. Here's the thing. You sell a lot of real estate in the Throgs Neck area?
Yeah, usually I work in Throgs Neck exclusively, but I'll go up and down the long road.
The long road?
Yeah, that's what we call Tremont Avenue. It extends from one side of the Bronx to the other. It's like 7 miles long. It's called the long road in the business.
I don't know. I never heard it called that before, but I suppose it is. Here's the thing. There's a house here. Recognize this?
Yeah, that was the house I sold to the Rossies. Yeah, that was it's pretty tragic what happened to them. I heard about it in the papers.
You ever socialize with the Rossies?
Well, only when I first sold them the house. I was being friendly, and they were having some kind of 50th anniversary for them, and they invited me. I guess just because the closing of the house was right around there, so I got invited to this party they were throwing, which was pretty nice. But other than that, nah, you stop socializing. You just, you meet people along the way, but you're not friends with them. You just, business, I guess, business arrangement.
Why is that?
Well, you meet people on your job and you hang out with them afterwards. No, you do your case, you be nice to each other, and then you move on. You're not friends.
Yeah, I see your point. I'll tell you what, in the brief time that you did know them, you ever see this man?
that is.
Take another look. Maybe this will refresh your memory.
No, don't know.
Don't know, man. Yeah. Okay. How about these barrels? Ever see them maybe in the basement? You know, before the house was sold?
No, I'm pretty sure when that house was sold, no, it was totally empty. There was nothing in there at all. No garbage, no furniture, no, not even light bulbs. Nothing was in there.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Would it shock you to know that we found in the basement, in a barrel, this girl?
I know nothing about it. I don't recognize her either. And that's the same house, the Rossies?
Same house, all right. Don't ring a bell. Never seen her before anywhere, right?
No. I don't rent out the apartments. I just sell the house and they rent, you know, if they put somebody in there, that's up to them. I have nothing at all to do with rentals.
Autopsy revealed that she'd been strangled to death and repeatedly raped. Repeatedly raped post-mortem?
That's messed up, yeah. I can see why you're concerned, but still, I don't know this person. Has nothing to do with me.
Last May, in New Jersey, this guy was killed in a shootout with the police. You know, it was a routine traffic stop. So they pulled him over, shootout, guy got killed, whatever. Anyway, later, when they did like a search of his home, they found these discs. Yeah, take a closer look.
Yeah, these are turn-of-the-century floppy disks.
Turn of the century?
Yeah, well, they use these, you know, the 90s, but these are like old technology that they don't use no more. They moved up to, these don't hold that much information.
Did you use these particular brand?
Be honest with you, we did use, I remember we had some black ones, but we also had blue and red. I don't know about this particular brand, but what we could do is, I always use credit cards in my business, so we could check and see exactly if I bought this particular kind.
Look, we already did a check. No records you purchasing this brand, but we're thinking, you know what? Maybe you use cash to buy them?
If you check my records already, which you said you did, then I don't even know why you fucking asked me that question.
Hey, here's the thing. On one of these discs, I believe it's disc 4, okay? We found pictures of the Rossies. They were tied, gagged, beat up, right? Didn't look too happy, right? 2 photos that showed them dead. Also, the disc, it contained what I just describe as like babblings, rantings of some psycho. Sound familiar? Yeah.
Don't know nothing about it.
Nah. Looked like they were tortured.
Again,
Tortured for a long, long time.
nothing about it.
You see, they had a lot of fear, anguish, anxiety about them. These pictures were pretty horrific.
Again, don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, don't know nothing about it. Nothing. But you did know the Rossies.
Briefly.
Briefly, huh? You didn't know them long enough to do anything like this to them, did you?
You know, you get me down here under false pretenses like I'm supposed to be helping you. And you're being coy, asking me stupid shit, and now it's like you're looking at me for something, you know?
Well, maybe this has nothing to do with you, but I would think, from my past experience in handling these type of situations, it would take a very large man to carry these bodies from one location to another.
Oh, my God. Well, it could have been 2 people or 3 people carrying them.
Could have been, could have been. We didn't find anything where it was like more than one person. What we found was footprints of one guy. Wasn't a Rossi's. It was a guy that was very large. He had very large feet. Kind of like your feet. Picture here. Look, picture, brick wall. Huh? Interesting, right? Yeah, since they were found at two different rooms in their home. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you look up here in the corner?
Mm-hmm.
A wrinkle.
A wrinkly wall. Okay, there's a wrinkle in the wall. So, what does that mean?
You know, it turns out that this ain't a brick wall. This is what's called a backdrop. Right? Hey? I want you to look up in the corner here. See this little wrinkle? Look familiar to you? Ever seen it before? Maybe you're curious what we found on the other 5? What do you think? 5 more victims. All killed in front of the same wrinkly wall. And more psychobabble. Weird, right? That's all strange stuff. Now, here's what gets really interesting, right? In the same box of these discs were found, we also found papers, trinkets, all this kind of stuff. And then we found this. Look at that. Oh, JB. It's your card, right?
Okay, so my card. Okay.
Yeah. Guess it just happened to be laying around there, right?
Apparently.
No, we wouldn't even think twice about this kind of thing, right? But here's the thing. You might find this a little funny. We found this on a blue barrel with the dead girl inside the barrel. Your card, too. So we got 2 of your cards here in a murder scene. Imagine that. I guess we got a little lucky here, no? Nah, probably not.
You know, again, I'm gonna have to. You're starting to piss me the fuck off. You get me here under false pretenses, and you're bringing up this stupid fucking evidence. JB, the initials on the
Whoa, Mr. Stone. The cards, please.
Oh my God, I must go through 3,000 fucking cards a year. I give them out. I pay companies to put them on people's windshields. I send them out in mailers.
Tell you what, Mr.
People call me up on the phone because they're going to move to New York, and they request. I send them pamphlets, cards, whatever they need. Okay?
Let me ask you a question. Any of your other business cards end up with dead bodies?
Oh my God. You're the detective. Maybe you got more for me? You found more bodies with my card up their ass? I don't know.
Not yet. But we're working on it. Hey, Mr. Stone. We're just talking here, all right? So just calm down and relax, huh? You seem a little upset about something. But you didn't do anything, right? Of course you didn't. Here's another thing. It's a picture of your car. Huh?
Okay, you got a picture of my car. Matter of fact, I know exactly where that picture was taken. What's the big deal about a picture of my car in that location? Explain to me the big, case-busting fucking thing you got. You're breaking the case wide open here. Go ahead.
Whoa, that's some temper you got there, huh?
Yeah, okay, I got a temper.
Calm down, calm down. You kind of make me feel like you're guilty or something.
Oh, my God. You bring me down here and you're like messing with me. It's like you're trying to trip me up or something. No, but remember, I didn't do nothing wrong. So now you're just fucking with a good citizen. Okay? You can't make me say something I don't know nothing fucking about.
Hey, look, pal, we got dead bodies popping up all over the place, all right? And they're popping up all over the place where you've been at. That don't look too good, does it? Hey, look, we got your car, all right? Picture your car next to dead bodies. We got your card next to dead bodies. We got your floppy disk next to dead bodies.
Not my floppy disk. We already established. I didn't buy that brand.
No. We didn't establish anything. We established nothing.
Detective. Yeah, you're really breaking the case. Yeah.
I guess this is all just a big coincidence. You know nothing about anything. You got dead bodies here, dead bodies there. things that you own next to the dead bodies. You're selling homes to people that turn up dead.
All coincidence.
Okay. Big coincidence. Why don't you tell me about your friends, huh?
My friends. You wants to know about my friends. I don't have many.
Yeah.
I work and I go home.
I'll tell you what. How about your wife? Maybe you could tell me about her?
Here we go. Now you're fucking bringing in my wife. See, you don't got nothing. You're making up fucking shit, circumstantial garbage, and now you bring my wife into this fucking bullshit. Okay? This whole thing is fucking pissing me off, man.
Whoa, calm down. Struck another nerve?
Yeah, you sure fucking did. You sure
you're
fucking did.
You're very temperamental. You know that? You gotta learn to calm down a little bit. Now, I know you're facing a lot of circumstantial evidence, as you call it. No. This is not circumstantial. This is real evidence.
You're gonna do some serious time, pal.
You got a lot of questions to answer. And you better start answering them, understand? And I mean like now, pal. Now.
This is the part where I clam up. You got nothing. You can't fucking hold me. I can just get up and walk the fuck out of here. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all. Okay? So I'll give you another fucking minute. So get it out of your system, what you gotta fucking say to me.
Nah, you're correct, but let's just be clear here. We got the Rossi's house, where you used to hang out. Dead bodies at the house. Another dead body. One we got out of a barrel. Look at that. There we go. Dead bodies, dead bodies. Dead bodies again, all over the place. Woo, look at that one. Look at that. People you know, huh? Just friends, I guess, right? Friends that don't mean anything to you. But it's just a coincidence that all your friends are dead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Autopsy report, you don't want to look at that. No. All circumstantial evidence, right? No facts to prove anything other than we think you were involved. Hey, what about this phone here with your number in it? Coincidence, I guess. I got my eye on you, right? I'm gonna be watching you all the time. So just be careful where you go, when you do, what you say. So man, you're not gonna see me, but I'm there. Hey! All the time.
stupid fucking face on this motherfucker. The kind of face like, the second you realize what's going on, this pig's like closing in on you. You want to like snap him. You want to fucking just break him. Like, you know, it's like, and you know you could do it too. Like one shot, just fucking send his nose into his fucking brain type thing. But you got to be cool, because you can't let them fucking see it. You can't let them see that side of you. They're wrong, you know, somehow they're fucking wrong. Now, this is very important, okay? If you learn anything from anything I'm saying, the second that cop or cops approach you and start asking you questions, obviously you're going to be on guard, okay? Because they're going to act like, oh, we have a couple of questions for you, this and that. But you know they're investigating you. You have to be smart, okay? Just know that going in. Be calm, be cool, cooperative, this and that. The split second this happens, you have to immediately tell your wife, your girlfriend, you have to tell your family, friends, or people you call your friends. You have to tell them, wow, something interesting happened today. The cops were questioning me. They want to know if I saw anything, or whatever the case may be. You have to. You know why? Because, make believe you don't. Make believe you don't say a fucking word. You don't tell anybody fucking nothing. Now what's going to happen? A couple of days go by, and the cops go to them and ask them questions. Aren't they going to wonder why you didn't mention that? Imagine your wife, oh, honey, the cops asked me questions. Why didn't you tell me they questioned you a couple of days ago? See, you're going to look instantly fucking guilty. You got to be out in the open now, okay? The cops are closing in somehow, some way. You came across their fucking path. They're zeroing in on you. Maybe in a vague way, somebody saw a car that looks like yours or something. But for some reason, they're coming at you now. And you have to fucking tell everybody what just fucking happened with the pigs. You have to fucking tell them. Because if you don't, you're going to look fucking guilty. That's the thing, too. You never want to break your girlfriend's heart, your wife's heart, your family's heart. That's why you can never, ever tell them anything you fucking do. Anything you do in private, these horrible things, don't involve them. Because they will break under pressure if they're questioned. And then you go, what, you're going to be mad at them because they ratted you out? No. If they don't know nothing, they can't break. They can't say fucking nothing. So never burden your closest fucking loved ones, your wife, your husband, whatever, with your bullshit. Don't fucking do it, okay? Now if the stupid cops start asking them questions, what are they going to fucking say? I mean, they're going to be like, what are you, fucking out of your fucking mind? You know, so the cops got nothing. Again, thumbs up the ass. I remember, ever since I started getting gawky and getting big, you know, I'd walk into a fucking room, and it's like a circus fucking freak walked in. Stupid people. Actually like that, looking up, like gasping, like, what the fuck? The Elephant Man just walked in the fucking room. I mean, like, oh, look at that guy. And they talk so loud, I can hear them saying that, and then I hear it again at this table, and it's like, I see, you can feel the eyes upon you all over the fucking room. Like, wow, a big fat guy just walked in, like, you know, stop the presses, you know. This is a better story we got now. It's like people are just fucking rude like that. But that cop, yeah, he had that kind of fucking face. He had that stupid fucking face. I remember I went to this wedding once, and this is, like I said, everything in life is an experience, and you learn from it. You know, it's not like you're going to learn how to split a fucking atom, but we navigate through life, and you learn different fucking things, right? I'm at this fucking wedding. Everybody's going, salute, salute, like, you know, high-class motherfuckers. You know, get the fuck out of here with your salute. All of a sudden, everybody's high-class at these fucking weddings, you know, dressed nice, dancing, they're so happy. Meanwhile, you go to a wedding, you don't even see these fucking people no more after the wedding. All right, that's besides the point. This guy had to spend $100,000, one of those type weddings, right? And he was beaming. His daughter looked so beautiful, and you know, I was impressed with everything. I'd never been to a wedding like that. So fucking, you know, I'm walking around, going to table to table, you know, and you just hear people. This old fucking bitch bitching about the prime rib was too tough. All right, you know, then you walk in. This one, oh, the music's too loud. Oh, I can't believe the dresses those bridesmaids are wearing. Oh, I didn't like that happy hour or whatever, the fucking drinks. They're complaining about some fucking thing. And this guy was oblivious. He was just beaming and so happy his daughter was her special day. And I was fucking getting pissed at these motherfuckers. It's like, just shut the fuck up. You see, that's what it is. It's like he was the one good guy in the room with his daughter, 2 people, surrounded by a mass of fucking asshole motherfuckers. Assholes that you call fucking friend, that don't deserve spit if they were fucking dying of fucking thirst. That's how fucking low these people are. And we all surround ourselves with these fucking people. Because why? You want to go through life, you want to be popular, you want things to do. But why do we surround ourselves with these fucking people when they're assholes through and fucking through? I remember this wedding so well because something happened that it's just one of those fucking situations, like an ordeal. Like you wonder how you got yourself in this fucking situation. They're going around the room doing the stupid Congo line thing. You know, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, all different ages, this and that, young and old, going around the room, in and out of the table. Everybody's having fun. They're getting at me, and they're like, come on, come on, come on, get up, dance, you know? So, feeling the pressure, I guess, I get up, I go to the back of the Congo line. And, of course, now it's this old Zip, this old Italian guy is the last one at the end. I grab onto his fucking waist like an idiot. He's going like this, the guy. Like, what the fuck? This big guy grabbed me. Going around the fucking room, around the room. And now, since I'm the big fat, you know, chooch in the back, I'm the caboose now, nobody else wants to join the Congo line. So I'm going around the room, hanging on to this fucking old guy. It was like fucking horrible. And it was like one of those things where the song felt like 10 minutes long, but it might have been only 2 minutes long, but it was such an ordeal. It was just horrible. It like never ended. And now like the people around the room that were laughing, like before I even got up, but now their laughter seems aimed at me, and it's like I was sweating. It was horrible. It was fucking horrible. My girl, during this ordeal, was in the bathroom. So I had to suffer on the Congo line myself, you know. But what keeps me going, or that night what kept me going, was the fact that here I am, like the fattest, maybe dumbest looking guy in the room. But I got the best girl in the room, bar none. Beautiful. As beautiful inside as she is beautiful outside. A special, special person, you know? In a different world, under different circumstances, we could have been different people, you know? We really could have been different people, but we might have even been worse, you never know. That's how it works out, you know? If you're raised in a foreign country, you're talking that language, right? So that's proof that we are molded by the society around us. There's no argument there, you know? I was like 18. It was a long time ago. I had this job. I was bored out of my mind. And I was getting a blowjob from a prostitute. And I was in between 2 garbage dumpsters. It was inside the building. They had like a recycle fucking thing. So she has the top off and she's blowing me and I'm standing there. It was great. All of a sudden, this fucking door opens up. And here comes a tenant. I didn't even know this motherfucker holding a bag of garbage. And he had a twisted face. It was like something happened to him. Like he had a stroke or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And he's fucking looking. Now his face is twisted. So I don't know if he's looking at her tits or my fucking dick. But his face is like obviously looking in the general area. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He drops the fucking bag. He's like, and he fucking leaves. He never once said nothing. But every time I saw him, he'd be like this. Like looking around. Like he fucking knew. Like he knew something. But it just makes you wonder how this idiot saw something shocking. It never got back to me. But people you call your fucking friends, they'll backstab you and like rat you out. It just makes you fucking wonder. Oh yeah, side note to this prostitute. She had the most humongous tits and she was on a thin frame too. Just like runaway fucking tits. Gigantic. So humongous in fact that the nipples kind of like disappeared into the rest of the breast meat, you know? Like there wasn't like a clear-cut nipple. It was so massive, the tits, that they kind of dissipated or something. They spread out to the point where you couldn't even see them no more. I didn't mind it. They were beautiful and everything, but I didn't know where to start sucking, you know? I had to like kind of work the whole area. It took me about an hour and a half, which I didn't mind too much. It was nice. And that's the thing about life. It's all fun and fucking games. You know? You go about your fucking life. Okay? But trouble will come to you. And in my case, it's this fucking super cop. Alright? And when he comes, he's going to come all smiles. They're going to sit you down. Try talking to you nice. You have to know what's on their fucking mind. That they are trying to get you. But you cannot be coy. You can't be slick. You just have to sit there and take it and say, like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Why would you think that of me? You know, where are you getting this? You have to always play fucking innocent. Don't ever show them anger. Don't ever show them your fucking rage. Don't ever say, you'll never get me, you stupid pig. That's like stupid. They're going to keep after you then. Because if they had you dead to right, they wouldn't even be talking to you. They would have just jumped on your fucking ass and taken you in. But this fucking super cop, no. Little by little, I saw what he was fucking doing. And it's hard. It gets under your fucking skin, you know, when he's talking to you. But you got to suck it up. You got to suck it up. And now let's talk about our cop friend over here. You know, he's been very cooperative all night. Way more cooperative than I thought he'd be. You know, I promised him before this started, I said, I won't kill you. I just want you to listen. But, no, I think he knows he's about to die. You know. But again, thank you for your cooperation. You know, you were the one who cracked the case of the wrinkly wall, right? The wrinkly fucking wall. Just remember exactly how you feel at this moment, okay? Because that feeling's only going to intensify, okay? Tomorrow when you read it in the newspaper, it's cop missing. A couple days when you see it on the news, cop found dead, strangled, right? The whole world's going to be clamoring for information. What happened to this guy, right? What was he working on? What was he involved with? The whole world wants to fucking know. But only us here tonight. Only we know the truth, you know? And that knowledge, oof, it's just gonna intensify every story you hear. All your dicky neighbors talking about it, all your co-workers, oh, you hear what happened? Did you hear what happened? Yeah, you fucking heard what fucking happened. And you know, I said I drew no pleasure from this. Well, I lied a little bit. This one's very pleasurable. Motherfucker was a thorn in my fucking side. nothing's happening. Bag, you know. So I'm in the back, and she's giving me a head, this and that. Called complaining hours ago about her bed was broken, this and that. Lost that fucking job, or you don't go there no more, so the friendship was so fucking weak that you don't see each other no more. Fucking dicks. Okay? It's like the girls walking around, dancing, you know, showing video cameras and stuff like that. Most detectives and cops, they're like just totally useless douchebags. So it's like we talked about the boss. Was he the right man for the job? No, he's a fucking douche. This fucking porno guy with the little dick, is he the right man for the job? You got to do the embellishment thing extra heavy on this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I had an idea since he's a detective.
Gold paint instead of silver. Very clever.
I thought you'd like that.
We have to talk now, Anna. And you have to pay attention very carefully. Okay, to every little detail.
All ears.
This is like the end of this little arrangement we got here. What you're going to do is this. You're going to take a course at community college. The one up on Fordham Road. It's a real estate course. It starts up in like 3 weeks, I think. And they say the average person completes it in like 4 weeks to like 8 weeks or something like that. It's just a stupid course, and I'm sure anybody can pass it. Okay, you're going to take that. Then, right after you graduate, or they hand you a piece of paper, whatever the fuck it is, there'll be an ad advertising JB Real Estate for a new job position. Okay, what you're going to do is wait a few days, don't do it right away, because there's going to be like 100 people applying for the job. A job that you're obviously going to get. You come in, say 3-4 days later. Okay, but here's the important bit. When you come into the office, you can't say, "Oh, how you been? I missed you. You know, you look good." No. Not that you would say that part anyway, but you cannot act as though you know me, and I cannot act as though I know you. You come in, you sit down. "Hello, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, did you know, how'd you get into this field? You tell me you took the course, blah, 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 blah. You get the job, and you're working for me." Downside is, our past life together, this is done. Okay, no matter where we are, even 5 fucking years from now, we're alone in the car, driving someplace. You can never ever mention anything about this to me, and I certainly won't mention it to you. Okay? It's a done, dead issue, this part of our life. That's the downside. We can no longer communicate about anything we know.
Okay. I understand. It's pretty exciting. It's a whole new beginning for us.
Now you get to meet my girl.
Wow. I finally get to meet your better half.
Indeed. She certainly is. You get to become fast best friends. We could work together, pal around together. Somebody else would be taking over the operation. The JB disc series will continue. Just be somebody else doing it. You know, the subscriber base. They don't have to know every little detail. But, so it's good news. And then Anthony's going to come in when you're done and clear out everything. Every single piece of equipment.
I like it when he comes over. He brings me tacos.
You and your tacos.
So I'm going to get busy on these. When do you want them to go out?
We're going to take an overdue vacation about, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe from now. So get them out in like 10 days.
So, where are you guys heading?
A road trip, probably bounce around a little bit. There's a state park in Pennsylvania. We used to go, my family, when I was young. They got waterfalls and stuff. Maybe we'll start there. It's only a couple hours away. You know? It's real nice.
Well, have fun, and I look forward to meeting you.